What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. It is May 9th, and I'm going to run through our weekly analysis review, which is just a recap of all the analysis that Nick and myself put out last week for free in the Telegram and Discord chat. For you guys that are new, every single week in Telegram, or in this case, we're looking at Discord, we post our analysis for all of the major pairs. And we post them on TradingView as published ideas, specifically so that you guys can follow them throughout the week, go back, see how they're playing out, and potentially use them to help with your analysis. So I'm going to go through all the pairs that we put out last week, and we are going to not only see how they played out, but I'm going to tell you or walk through how you could potentially use them. So we're going to start with the dollar index. The dollar index is simply just the value of the US dollar. For those that have not looked at it, it's a good confirmation because obviously all of the major pairs, they all are paired with the US dollar. So knowing the strength is going to be for you could be one of your final confirmations, and that's the way that we use it. So going into the week, this was the idea: weekly trend bearish, daily trend bearish, 4-hour trend bullish. So just going through every single time frame and seeing what the trend is. Trade scenario 1, overall we are very bearish on DXY, but we have recently seen a 4-hour bullish trend present itself. As long as price action is below the 91,500, we're going to consider DXY bearish. If we see a break of 91,500 with a higher low above it, would confirm a transition to a daily bullish trend. Scenario 2, we want to see a reversal at 91,500. And continuation of the overall bearish trend. Look for price action to fall for support at 97.50, followed by a break and retest. So guys, we have marked out some levels here. We've given out some ideas. Basically, the trend is bearish unless we see a reversal where we break a significant level of resistance, which in this case would be the 200-day, and this support turned into resistance, that 91.5 area. Let's see how it played out. So as you could see, we had a double rejection of this key area that we were looking for it to test, which was these previous high points. So you could have easily taken trades based on the rejection here, or just any sort of rejection on this area, as obviously this is showing that price is struggling to break through the resistance. So this is the dollar index, so you wouldn't actually be able to take any trades on this, but this would just be showing you the dollar struggled to find buyers to push through this level and ultimately fell off for the week. So next, let's go to AUD USD. So over here on the 4-hour time frame, we can see our two ideas. Let's read through. Every time frame was bullish on this pair. So trade scenario 1, overall, we are bullish on all significant time frames, but we can clearly see price action is stuck within a wide range between 7,800 and 77,150. Currently, we are at support and are expecting some bullish volume to push price action back towards the top of the range. You can play the range or wait for a break of the range. The most conservative entry would be a confirm higher low above 7,800. Trade scenario 2, for us to consider AU bearish, we really need to see a lower high below the 77,150 area. The best entry would be on a lower high below 77,150 with fib confluence. Target lower towards major support. So what we're talking about here is we've got the fibs marked on here. Overall, we're looking at this as though it is a bullish trend. As you can see, from this higher low, then this higher low here, and then this is where we're currently at, looking for a bounce or a break of this level. So 77,150 is that significant area that we were looking for. So as we can see, price found support here in the beginning of the week, and then we respected this area, came down, found support, shot up, wick, shot to the upside. So very, very simple trade idea for last week, just a continuation on AU of the overall bullish trend. Next, let's look at AUD JPY. We can see our two scenarios mapped out. We were bullish on the weekly trend, daily trend bullish, and 4-hour trend bearish. Trade scenario 1, overall we were very bullish on all significant time frames, and we recently broke heat resistance at 84,400. Now we are waiting to confirm a higher low and 84,400 as a new support. Look to enter long on proper confirmation and target higher toward our 0% fib level and negative fib levels. So trade scenario 2, for us to consider AJ bearish, we need to see a break back below 84,400 with a lower high below. Look to target lower back down towards support near 83,300, which is also our weekly level. So pretty much, guys, we're looking for a break of this level, 84,400, and a retest and short, or looking to bounce and go to the upside on this one. So let's see how it played out. So price in the beginning of the week shot up, shot down below the level. We did have some rejection here, but as you can see, price shot right back up above the level, wick here, retesting it as support, and then shot to the upside. So this thing played out rather well. Let's go to USD JPY next. USD JPY, weekly trend bearish, daily trend bullish, 4-hour trend bullish. Trade scenario 1, on the weekly time frame, we are very bullish, but as of last week, we are now very bearish, and as of last week, we are very bullish. On the daily and 4-hour time frames, ideally we want to continue with the trend through the week, so we will be first looking for long opportunities. For now, we want to see price action rally a bit higher, then pull back to form a higher low above 109,200. Look to enter long after the higher low and strong confirmation. So looking at it here, we had a bullish trend on UJ coming to this key level, this 109,200 level, combined with this trend line. So some confluence was here to reject and go to the downside, but we would only long if price shot up and came down and retested that key level again. As we can see, price rejected this level, came below, rejection, then shot to the downside. So this one played out again as we expected. Let's go to Euro JPY next. Weekly trend bullish, daily trend bullish, 4-hour trend bullish. So when every time frame is lining up like this and they're all bullish, it's likely that we'll be on a lower time frame looking for potential buys. But as we can see here, we're looking for this long pullback. Oh man. Trade scenario 1, overall we are very bullish on this pair and are looking to continue with that trend. At the current level, we are a bit overextended, so we're going to wait for a higher low before entering long. Look for the higher low to form at the 61.8 or 38.2 fib levels with a strong reversal and bullish confirmations. Enter long and target higher toward the previous high. So this is the idea. Broke this huge level of resistance, looking for the retest followed by the support level and long. So let's see how it played out. Price didn't manage to come down to our area of interest. Instead, shot up, came down, shot back up to these highs. So again, price was in a very tough spot to take orders on this because there wasn't like double confirmation here. So instead, it was good to stay away from that pair for the duration of last week. Let's look now at gold. So gold, hella interesting. Last week, obviously we know how it played out, but let's just run through the analysis. Trade scenario 1, overall we are very bullish on gold, but we can see that we are looking a bit bearish. We can identify that price action is within a range between 1,800 and 1,765. So ideally we want to wait for a bullish or bearish break. Assuming the trend, wait for a higher low above 1,800 or play the range on strong bullish reversible. So pretty much looking for a bounce or break of this level. Right here, as you can see, price bounced. Came up, came down, retested it with these wicks, shot up. So pretty clear indication as to what we were looking for, what happened, and where we should have been executing, which should have been in this area right there. Next, let's bump over to my analysis. So first, I had USD CHF. On the monthly time frame, we were in a downtrend and just closed last month with a lot of selling pressure. So we could see right here, monthly time frame, very clearly price closed extremely bearish with that huge candle. On the daily time frame, we are forming lower highs and lower lows, so we are short bias. We are currently retesting a level of resistance. So here, so it's the perfect area to short from. That's this level right there. Down on the 4-hour is where we see structure most clearly. We are in a perfect area to form a lower high. So a swing trade could be in order. So look at this, guys, retesting the resistance. Perfect area to swing trade from. Look how price came up, rejected it with the engulfing, came up, rejected it, and then just drop to the downside about 130 pips. So, definitely a good trade idea on this one. Let's go to USD CAD next. On the weekly time frame, we are clearly in a downtrend, making lower highs and lower lows. On the daily time frame is where we can see the trend pretty clearly. We are currently at a lower low point and formed a doji candle to close last week, which could mean a sign of reversal from here. So that was this. We had a doji form at the bottom, which could mean that pullback. But as I went to the 1 hour time frame, we have two options. We could either respect the current trend that we were in, or as structure began to shift, we'll shoot up into our previous level of resistance, which would be a perfect area to short from. So looking for shorts off of this level. If we come up to the actual chart, price rejected here multiple times. So I was simply looking for price to come back up, reject this area one more time, and shoot to the downside, which, as we can see, occurred. We had this first opportunity right here, second opportunity right there, and then ended up dumping about 160 pips. So another good idea on USD CAD. Let's go next to NZD USD. So on the monthly time frame, we are in an uptrend but rejecting a serious level of resistance right here. On the weekly time frame, price action is showing us that a reversal could be in order. Last week's candle closed with a large wick to the upside, rejecting the level of resistance. We should see price move lower from here. So this is what we can see, all the wicks. On the 4 hour time frame, we can see clearly the transition has taken place. Price broke below the trend line and level support. All we need is a lower high point to enter. So that's this, broke the trend line. This is the retest right there. Play this forward. So we did have a break or a retest of this level, and price dumped off about 70 pips. And then price shot up to the upside, broke our resistance, and then this could have flipped to actual long opportunities on this one. So that, again, good analysis on NZD USD. Let's go next to GBP JPY. My computer is slowing up a bit, so I'll just give it 1 second to catch up. Let's go to, on the monthly time frame, we're in an uptrend and climbing higher. As we can see right here, uptrends, 5 bullish candles in a row. On the weekly time frame, we are retesting a level of support and showing rejection from the upside, which means we could have more downward movement in store. So this was that level that was being tested, and large wick on the previous week's candle. On the daily, supports the idea for more downward movement, as the lower high that was formed was respecting, telling me we could see early short opportunities. So looking at the chart, pretty much bearish engulf in here, rejected the resistance. So I was assuming that price was going to head to the downside. As we could see, price actually moved up, broke back above the support level. So going into this week, we are now looking for potential buys on this one. Let's go to GU as our last pair. On the weekly time frame, we are rejecting a key level of resistance. Price is currently in consolidation, so we should wait for a breakout before entering. As you can see, resistance. On the weekly time frame, we have already broken a key level of support and are transitioning to the downside. Broke support, retesting it, large wicks to the upside. And then the 4 hours showed us a transition, break of support. This is where we're now looking for shorts, as we can see here. So let's see how price reacted. We came up, never actually found resistance at the 38.2. We did find resistance here, so I would have been looking for short opportunities in this area. But as you can see, price just ended up breaking to the upside. So either would have gotten taken out with the stop loss, or we would have moved stops to break even once this thing dipped down a bit. But regardless, guys, for the week, had some great ideas, good analysis. What is that, over 10 plus pairs? Again, all this is posted in the Discord and Telegram chat. If you guys have questions, as always, feel free to reach out to us in Discord or Telegram. We will be live tonight. It's Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sunday Market Blitz, and I will be posting all of the analysis for this week completely for free for you guys. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and best of luck this week as we all get back into trading in the markets.